Hi everyone, my name's Jamie and I'm presenting with my partners Jordan, Shiyu, and Christian. And we're going to be talking about blockchain and whether or not blockchain technology is overhyped.
So about our main points, we're going to talk about the basic concepts about blockchain and Bitcoin. And we're going to talk about how it has its impact on us. And later we'll talk about the use in today's society and its impact on the future.
Some of the basics about blockchain and Bitcoin, some of the basic concepts in blockchain is it requires constant validation from all parties. So blockchain is made up of a system of nodes that constantly communicate with each other. It uses different encryption concepts to store information, and the different nodes are constantly communicating so that all parties or all the different nodes will always have access to the same information at all times. It's shared information, not transferred, and so it's requiring constant validation from each other saying, yes, this is the current information that we have on record. So Bitcoin is kind of like the Google Docs of cryptocurrency. So a lot of us all recognize Google Docs. We use it for projects, we use it in business, we use it all the time so that we can use Word documents, PowerPoints, etc., and share it with our peers online without having to hand them a flash drive. We can both access those documents at the same time easily and have up-to-date versions without passing off data to each other. It's the same idea in Bitcoin and with blockchain. When people think of Bitcoin, they think about mining for Bitcoin. Mining is really just a big misnomer. What's really happening is the GPUs or the hardware inside of computers are solving computational puzzles. And the first ones who solve those computational puzzles win the challenge and they increase in value. All parties have to agree on those changes though, and that's where that constant validation comes in play.
So why is Bitcoin important? Because firstly, everyone has its potential to use it or its byproducts in their job. And the second is that Bitcoin is the first blockchain currency and it is the trendy method used for investing. And lastly, understanding everything new is important. If you want to use something for its benefits, you need to learn about it in its entirety.
Now we're going to pass it off to Jordan and Christian. They're going to talk a little bit deeper on its current use in today's society, what it could be used for, and its future usage as well.
At this point, you might not fully understand the process of how the blockchain fully works. Here's a short video that gives a better understanding visually.
Modern technology allows people to communicate directly. Voice and video calls, emails, pictures, and instant messages travel directly from A to B, maintaining trust between individuals no matter how far apart they are. When it comes to money, people have to trust a third party to be able to complete a transaction. Blockchain technology is challenging the status quo in a radical way. By using math and cryptography, blockchain provides an open, decentralized database of any transaction involving value, money, goods, property, work, or even votes, creating a record whose authenticity can be verified by the entire community. The future global economy will move towards one of distributed property and trust, where anyone with access to the internet can get involved in blockchain-based transactions, and third-party trust organizations may no longer be necessary. The uses of blockchain technology are endless. Some expect that in less than 10 years, it will be used to collect taxes. It will make it easier for immigrants to send money back to countries where access to financial institutions is limited. Financial fraud will be significantly reduced, as every transaction will be recorded on a public and distributed ledger, which will be accessible by anyone who has an internet connection. Think of it as wills and contracts that execute themselves, or dated proof of existence for ideas, much like a patent. Blockchain will become a global, decentralized source of trust, but not everyone is ready to embrace it. A huge proportion of trust services, from banking to notaries, will face challenges on price, volume, and in some cases, their very survival. public authorities could find it more and more difficult to enforce traditional financial regulations due to the new possibilities offered by the Bitcoin network to bypass traditional financial intermediaries. Unimagined new networks will evolve to meet society's needs more cheaply and potentially more securely. Will governments, financial and legal institutions embrace blockchain? What will happen to the ones who don't?
Hope you enjoyed the short video and you now have a better understanding of what blockchain does intuitively. One of the main uses of blockchain in today's society is financial services. Traditional systems tend to be more cumbersome, error-prone, and slow. Intermediaries often need to mediate the process and resolve conflicts. So that's where blockchain comes in. Naturally, this costs more stress, time, and money, something that is naturally fixed by blockchain. In contrast, users find the blockchain cheaper, more transparent, and more effective in the financial services sector. Here are some examples of blockchain in the financial services. Asset management. Traditional trade processes within asset management, where parties trade and manage assets, can be expensive and risky, particularly when it comes to cross-border transactions. Each party in the process, such as a broker or settlement manager, keeps their own records, which creates significant inefficiencies and there's room for error here. The blockchain ledger not only reduces by encrypting the records, but also simplifies the process while canceling the need for any intermediaries. Also, insurance, specifically in the claims category. Claims processing can be frustrating and a nightmare of a procedure. Insurance processors have a way through the fraudulent claims, fragment data sources, or abandoned policies, for users to state a few. The blockchain provides a perfect system for risk-free management and transparency. Its encryption properties allow insurers to capture the ownership of assets to be insured. And finally, payments, cross-border payments in particular. The global payment sector is error-prone, and it has been for quite some time. It is very costly and welcomes the world to open money laundering. It takes days, if not longer, for money to cross the world, transferring wire transfers or etc. In 2004, Santander Company became one of the first banks to merge blockchain to a payments app, enabling customers to make international payments 24 hours a day while clearing the next day. Another big use of blockchain technology in today's society is that of smart contracts. Smart contracts are digital, which are embedded with an if this then that code, which gives them self-execution. In real life, an intermediary ensures that all parties follow through on terms. The blockchain not only waives the need for third parties, but also ensures that all ledger participants know the contract detail and contractual terms implemented automatically once conditions are met. You can use smart contracts for all such situations, such as financial derivatives, insurance premium, property law, and many more. Some of the main uses of blockchain for smart contracts are in healthcare and music. So in healthcare, personal health records could be encoded and stored on the blockchain with a private key, which would grant access only to specific individuals. The same strategy could be used to ensure that research is conducted via HIPAA laws in a secure and confidential way. Receipts of surgeries could be stored on the blockchain and automatically sent to insurance providers as proof of delivery. The ledger, too, could be used for general healthcare management, such as supervising drugs, regulating compliance, testing results, and managing healthcare supplies. Blockchain music. Key problems in the music industry include ownership rights, royalty distribution, and transparency. The digital music industry focuses on monetizing productions, while ownership rights are often overlooked. The blockchain and smart contract technology can circuit this problem by creating a comprehensive and accurate decentralized database of music rights. At the same time, the ledger and provide transparent transmission of artist royalties and real-time distributions to all involved with the labels. Players would be paid with digital currency according to the specific terms of the contract.
So now we're going to go more into how blockchain can impact the future. It can help homeowners conserve electricity with a smart refrigerator, and it can even automatically possibly donate the money saved on electricity to, let's say, a charity. If you look at the bottom right-hand corner, there are a couple concept Samsung smart TVs that have an LED screen right on the front end. Can use, where it's being the conservation of energy and electricity. Blockchain also enables musicians to automatically maybe even donate 50% of royalties from a song to a charity of their choice. And blockchain is a new way to build trust and reduce cost. The organizations across North America estimate that a blockchain-based solution would reduce their overhead transaction costs from 3.5% to less than 1%, saving them even millions of dollars in transaction costs, like I said. And so how we learned a lot about blockchain is we read various articles on how it can be implemented into a business model. There are new articles coming out every day. It seems like blockchain is being implemented into a lot of public companies that their stock price increases, 5 to 10% overnight because they implement a blockchain type business model. And there's certainly more to come out of this technology as it continues to develop, and where where it can be successfully executed in the marketplace. Staying up to date, even on these exciting technology is, it's paramount to the future of the social impact programs. And the consumer expectations continue to move into a more direct and transparent model. So that's pretty much our presentation. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned a lot about blockchain.